Hello friends, this is Kylie with Kiwi Crafts Co. and today we're going to be creating another spread in my Kira Stylus & Co. journal. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So I am taking some inspiration from Amy Plans Things. I've been watching a lot of her videos on her Dutch doors and I am just super excited for today's spread that I have in mind. Now, I didn't get to show you guys these two pages in my last week's video in setting up August or the beginning of August in my journal. So this is how that turned out. And I had said I wanted to add in the self-care bingo and the 10 things that bring me joy pages. So I just did this on 2 pages after this August spread that I set up, and I've been loving the self-care bingo, and this one was a new page that Amy added to her digital printable bundle. So I wanted to show you guys this because I didn't show it in my last video. I ran out of time, but we are going to be doing almost like a wreath type of door. So she used some florals from Kellofaplan's Fall Floral sticker book release and just kind of put them in a circular pattern here on both sides and cut that out. So we're not going to do a 3-page Dutch door. I think that we're just going to do the 1 page here. Now, she did have one of those tools to make a perfect circle, and I do not have one of those. So we're just going to do what I normally do and wing it. And for the stickers, I know I said that I was only going to do like fall spreads starting in August. I think I'm going to try and use some like brighter summery colors for this month, and then the beginning of the month, and then transition into more of the fall colors at the end of August. I don't know. I have a lot of sticker books that I've barely even touched, so I'm trying to use my stash in addition to also spending money, but you know. And this one is Bright Florals Volume 2 by Kellofaplan. As you see here, page of untouched stickers. I think I have used some of these for one of my spreads that I did. Yeah, see, some of these vertical boxes are missing, and the reason why I wanted to do this is because it's still bright enough for like a summery vibe, but also because there are some washi strips here that I can use. Now, I want to do the floral wreath, but I could also use this like on the side here. Not sure what exactly I'm going to do with the pages on the side because it is going to be a lot of florals. So I think this is going to be my plan and play the rest by ear. Okay, so we have little bouquets. Oh, we have some bigger ones here. This one may actually not work for the wreath, so I think what we could do instead is a faux Dutch door. So that's another one of the videos I watched from Amy Plans Things, so that could be what we do instead. So then I will need one here for the Dutch door. This one is going to be a faux Dutch door. So this one I'm going to actually just fold in half and crease it down the middle. And the same thing with this one. Okay. Because I want this to fit here. Okay. Alright, so this one is going to be the inside faux Dutch door, and then we're going to do a Dutch door on this one here. Still a little bit bigger. Okay, let me try bringing that in again just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. It's not going to be perfect just because of the binding and the way that this page folds over. It doesn't fold over all the way exactly, so it looks like I'm already past the middle of the journal, so that's actually exciting. And I want to use some of this washi, but I also want to use like a solid, maybe not solid colored washi, but like a patterned washi. Let me go see what I have. I pulled out a few different Planning washies that I think might work, and I think what I need to do is just go and order a ton of washi from Planning. The shipping does take a while, but I don't know. She does have a lot of good base washi, and I just don't have enough base washi, so I think that is what I need to do. You guys always hear me complaining that I just don't have anything. So we will, let's see, I need to figure out first what I want to do. So this here is going to be the inside, and then we can maybe do like a Dutch door over here. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna do. Maybe I use one of these for the inside, or maybe like the outside of the door. Okay, I want to use some that are coordinating. Well, actually no, maybe I'll do the patterned one on the outside. So I wish this one was more of like a turquoise color. I don't have one that matches that. We do have some like dark blue that this would work well with. I think we can tie in some of those. Yeah, I think we can do that. And the florals, we'll tie in those dark blues. Yeah, we have a lot of the dark blue throughout the florals. Okay, yeah, we can make that work. All right, let's start here. I had a plan, but because of the sticker book I chose, it's just not gonna work. That's okay, we're gonna pivot and move along. Grabbing my tweezers, my scissors, my washi cutter. Where is my gyro cut? There it is. I think that's all I need from there. I'm going to use my little nose tweezers to help me start the washi. And if you guys are new to my channel, hi, welcome. This is pretty normal on my channel where I just kind of wing things and figure it out as I go. I don't really go into any of my videos with a set plan. Those of you guys that are returning to my channel, this is nothing new. And since I have you guys hostage until the end of the video, you guys get to hear about my woes in my life. And I mean, the only woe right now is the fact that my husband is like a monster right now. This man has lost like 53 pounds and is like full of energy, and he's like, we're gonna go to the gym every single day. I'm like, every single day? And he's like, we're gonna eat better, like we're gonna eat less sugar, which I don't really like eat that much sugar, but I'm just not gonna bring up my 7 brew addiction. I think I have it like almost every other day in the morning, so I usually pick it up for me and a couple of my coworkers, and if he knew about that, I think it'd be game over, guys. Like, I think he would like tell me absolutely not, but he is just like so full of energy, which I love that for him, but I also don't love that for me because he's like, gym every day even though we're tired. I'm like, no. Okay, let me do the door first. I think I'm gonna follow a similar layout of what Amy Plans Things did. If you guys didn't know, I am currently on her design team for this term. So any purchases you make on her website, you can save 10% by using code Kylie10. That code will work on her Etsy shop as well as her website. And I get so much inspiration from watching Amy's videos. She is the absolute queen of Dutch doors, and she is just so fun and so sweet. I actually met her at Go Wild this past year. It was just so amazing to get to meet her in person and also now be part of her design team. So it's her first ever design team, which is just so exciting, and it's my first time actually repping for a brand. So I have been watching her videos for a long time. Actually, what got me inspired into getting my own creative journal and starting that journey. That would be really cute. Like I could use this one and then this other big piece on the end here. Do I have any other big pieces though? What about this guy? Okay, we could do that. And then there's another one here that we could do on this side. I think that would be cute. The other option is put this in the middle and maybe cut and cut there. Let's see what we come up with. But yeah, guys, my life right now is held hostage by my husband's energy. So y'all are gonna hear me like cry about that because this man, like, I'm so proud of him and his weight loss journey. And I'm like, but it's your journey. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm also on a weight loss journey, but I've lost what, I think 28 pounds. So I'm really proud of that. But at the same time, I'm like, it's not 50 pounds, I know, but I'm like, I will get there. And my husband's just wanting to push me along, which I get. I'm like, but just give me a little bit. Okay, I think we may cut some of this, but not all of it. So let's lay this down here. Yeah, I think to try and just build it up with some other stickers on the end. Oh no, I have a crease here. Okay. So I need to quickly film this video before we go to the gym tonight. And as much as I don't want to go to the gym, but I don't have a choice, guys. I kind of want to use this one over here. The good thing is there's a lot of like bigger florals that I can definitely use. I did say this one, right? I think that's a good option. So we're gonna take this one. Come here. I need to look at it head on. Put it right there. Well, I don't like this large lip here because that's how it would look like. Maybe bring this up to where it lines up with up here. The good thing is that since these are transparent, they kind of blend into each other pretty well. So if we put this up here, okay, oh, come on. Okay, and nope, see, it's too short there where the white space would be peeking through. Okay, so no to this one. What other big ones do I have? I really do love how that looks, but I just need something big here on both sides. We're gonna bring this one back up, or try to bring it back up. I don't think that original idea is going to work. We may just have to do a cluster of the bigger florals. Okay, we can do this one here. Just want to make sure that we have a matching one. Here is this one. We have this one over here. This one looks like a smaller version of that one. We're just gonna have to play around and see. Is this one the same as that one? Yes. Okay, let's use this one because I want to try and keep the same design that we're gonna do over here on the other side for our faux Dutch doors. This is my first time doing this one, so if it goes horribly wrong, then yeah, we know why. Like that. Okay, and then we will do this coral one. Maybe like this. That's cute too. Okay. That's cute. If we decide to do a straight edge here, then we could maybe use these sides over here. Okay, I need one more. Maybe that's where we use this one. Nope, because it's got that straight edge. I think that's what I want to try and avoid, the straight edge. These are cute. Okay, let's cut this one real quick. I think I need to do that and use those over here on this side. So we are going to, actually let me grab my ruler. This video is going to be all over the place, guys, and I'm not going to apologize because obviously it is what it is. Like, this is real life, but y'all get to just follow along with all the craziness. So definitely a hot mess express is how I would describe myself. Let's trim very lightly with our gyro cut. Barely putting any pressure. Did I not put enough pressure? I did, okay. It's just the sticker is wanting to lift up the page, which I don't want that. Let's try the other side. Okay. Very carefully. Okay. And now the other one. Let's come from this side. Y'all can tell that my brain is just frazzled because I know I have to go to the gym after this. I think eventually I'll be on board with my husband, but today is not that day. Yeah, see, this didn't cut all the way through. I don't want to pull out my gyro cut and the ruler, so you know me, we're gonna just free ball it. And I actually need a little pen knife. I think it has like a exact term. Don't know what it is. I just call it my little pen knife. I don't know if I'm even getting the same line. Okay, well, I guess I did something. Now, I do like that straight edge there, but let's use these pieces for the rest of this door right there. Okay, and hope it doesn't all fit. Try and get as much of it though. Okay, cut this because this one's like at the edge, but this one is not. But I think we can move it over just a bit. Don't tear the paper, please. You guys know I'm always lifting my sticker at my own risk. Okay, I'm gonna move this down. Try and get those bubbles out because I really don't want to try lifting that again. And we're gonna cut this. Okay. That is super cute. And if anything, I use this washi. Well, actually no, because I can use this orange one too. I think would look good. But I kind of like how it looks with the blue here. And then maybe those floral strips of washi up here. Don't y'all love when I change my mind? All the time. We're gonna uncurl this and try and line this up over here. That works for me. Look at how cute that is. Okay, now we are going to do the same thing with the other side. Let me move this in because I don't want that to peek through. Let me actually just do a fresh piece of washi instead. Okay, I guess that is going to show through. It's close to the edge. So it does peek a little bit through, but that's okay. All can't be perfect, right guys? Well, I can move it down a little bit actually. Just a little bit. Did that even do anything? I don't think so. Okay, literally just the tiniest bit. This one is not liking this. I need you to get with the program. Yeah, see, it's just because of the way that this page is folded over, it's wanting to curl the inside here. So it's starting to curl in on this page, which I don't like. This one is just not going my way. I don't think I'll be able to salvage this page. it just is gonna have to stay that way. Let's cut this out and see what that looks like. Cutting mat found. Maybe I'll like it more once I've cut this out, but again, once I've cut it out, there's no going back. So that's what that looks like cut out. It is super cute, and this page is still curling in. That's gonna have to be okay. So we have that. Now, back of this page, I don't think we're going to use the same florals that we used to create this page, but let me go ahead and put down the floral washi here so I can see what that looks like. We have 2 pages of these, but we also have the patterns that match. And let's do this bright coral one right over here. Okay, let's see. I think I like it. So we're gonna leave that, and we're gonna put the matching one on this side. We're going to use the matching ones from this one that we used for that side. We have this one and this one. See, I want it to kind of match there. That's the intention of this type of spread. It won't match again perfectly because of the way, again, that this is folded. Oh yeah, it is the exact same one. So we need it this way. It's not exactly mirrored, but that's okay. Another option is to do the packing tape trick, but at the same time, I'm already taking 1.5 years for this one to come up a little bit more. Oh my goodness, okay. We're so close. Let me see. Because see, this one is, it's just cut differently. I think that's what's throwing me off is, see, it's the same image, but it's cut because I've cut off a little bit of it. Let's do this side instead. It'll be different, but the same. And then it was this one here. So it's still a faux Dutch door, but a little bit different. We're gonna put this here to where pink one is showing. That works, and we are going to cut that. Okay. Man, this one is taking it out of me, guys. I'm like, I know how I want it to look like, it just won't look like that. Okay, that, and let's pull this one, starting to take up a little bit of the page. No, it's okay because I'm gonna put some washi there. We're gonna put this one down right here. Right there. Okay, that works. I don't typically get discouraged, but man, this was getting me. But I think now that I've accepted it's not going to look the same on both sides, I think I'm fine now. I try not to get frustrated when things like don't turn out the way I want them to. That's something I can't control. Like, that's one thing that I've taken away from, like, when I was doing therapy, is I can't control, like, every situation, but I can control, like, how I react to it. So that is something I've taken away, and it's very true, because, I mean, what can I do? At the end of the day, this isn't that serious. This is me just playing with stickers, so I don't need to let it get to me. I'm gonna cut this page now. That looks so cute though. Okay, I'm not sure if I like this washi here. I'm almost thinking I can put the floral washi with the floral, or I use this orange one. I know the orange doesn't quite match, but obviously I have, like, I can only use what I have available, so I have to be careful with this too, because this is actual sticker paper, not true washi. Well, I can leave that blue there and use orange washi here. So this one, goodbye, but carefully say goodbye, and use this orange one. I think next week you won't see these nails anymore. I think I've left them on long enough because I can't do anything with them. Oh yeah, I think this looks a little less bright off the roll. Okay, and let's cut that. Okay, that looks cute. And let's do this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was like, I know I am not out of this washi. Let's try this again. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot more. Now, what are we gonna do with these ends? These and also this end. Okay, we're gonna need to try and finagle some stickers in here. See, it's not perfect, but it's still really cute. Yeah, see, it's just the way that it folds over, it's gonna look different. So it's just where the journal is at. It is what it is. So I'm gonna go through and try to find some pieces that will fit over here and the other side, just since this video is taking a little bit longer than I want it to. So I'm gonna do that and speed you guys ahead. All right, so I've done a little bit more to this, just got in the zone, you know, solely focused on this, and I am liking how it's looking. So I did find some florals to somewhat fill in the space here and use some of that orange washi, and then took some of the bigger florals and put them on the front page here. And I do love how that looks. So here is my single Dutch door, and then the faux Dutch door, and then of course the other side that matches this with the blue washi, and then the florals on both sides. Obviously it's not an exact match, but it still looks good, and I'm pretty happy with how that looks. So I'm gonna do this final back page here. I'm gonna try and use more of those bigger florals and try and bring it up as much as possible. So let me lay this down and see where that goes. That one might not work. What do I do with my tweezers? They're here somewhere. Am I losing my mind, guys? My tweezers are MIA. Don't know how I lost them in the span of like 2 seconds, but I did because I've definitely been using them. Okay, let's take this off, and I guess we will just trudge along without my tweezers. Now I do have these super big pieces here, and could do that, or like this. I think I like that. Okay, and like reaching for my tweezers and they're not here. They fell on the ground. I don't know how they did that, but they just yeeted themselves away. Okay, I'm gonna use this big corner piece. We're gonna put the edge down over here. Like that. Fills up a good amount of space. And the other option is to use the other yellow piece up here. So we can have it go there. And then we would just need to figure out the middle portion, which I do still have this really big piece. The only problem is it doesn't reach the very top. But I do also have quotes in the back of the book. So let's put down this matching big yellow floral. Man, guys, I almost gave up on this video. I was already a hot mess from the beginning, and just as it kept going, I'm like, oh, I'm not liking how it's looking, but trudging along. It's like a nice little opposite type of look. Okay, and I am gonna have to cut a little bit, so let's see. It's not horrible. Okay, can do that. And I may cut straight across here. I don't know. I don't like that it's a flat corner here, but not here. Let's see. It's already tearing some of my page. No, we're so close. I say that, but we still have the inside of the flap to decorate. Could do it like this. That way it's a flat edge there. Let's see. Flat edge along that same line. And right there. And we did orange and orange. So do I want orange wash there? Okay, let's go ahead and put that down. Okay, I'm not going to cut that yet, just in case I change my mind. And what did we have back here? Okay, I was going to say, I know there's colored ones. You are bright light, your future is bright, dream big, sparkle more, shine bright. Only 2 pages of quotes. That's okay. Let your light shine so brightly that others can see their way out of the dark. I'm not sure if I like that one. The world looks brighter from behind a smile. Happy girls shine brighter. That might fit pretty well. Let's see. Yep, I think that will work. Or do I want to do it like this? Nope, nope, nope. Let's do it like this. Okay, I like that. See, we can still make it work. I need to cut these pieces. These faux Dutch doors are way harder than they look. And I think my hubby just got home, so that means we're getting close to gym time. Cross your fingers for me, guys. Your fingers, toes, eyes, all the above. And I think the last is the inside, and those big ones could have worked there, but we may just put some washi or the smaller florals. We have a lot of those. Okay, let's do, where are the smaller pieces? There they are. Okay, these here. Let's do just an array of these. In all the corners. This there. Ooh, okay. That one decided it wanted to go there. This one, oh, no, this one. Yellow piece. think we can do florals on each corner and then some washi in between. Do I want to do blue or orange? I think I want to do blue, and I can use my gyro cut to cut along the edge of the sticker. Okay, don't know if I like this, so we're gonna cut right there, like that more. Okay, now do I want to add florals in between? And should I be extra and do orange along the bottom? I don't know, I kind of like just how that looks itself. It's nothing too crazy. Yeah, I don't think I want to do too much on the inside here. If anything, I can do orange washi along the bottom. Let's just see how that looks. Well, in that case, I might need a floral in the middle. Or do I? I don't know. No, let's just see how this looks. Let's go with the bottom one. See, it's got a fold here. No, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Sometimes less is more, but I do want to put a couple of florals on here. Let's do some small little ones just here on the corners, and another small one up here. Let's do this orange one to tie that in. And I think this might be one day of journaling because, well, this might still be enough room. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my goodness. Okay, lots of journaling room in here. Let's go ahead and put our header boxes, and this book definitely has that, so I will have some that match. But man, this faux Dutch door, guys, phew, I thought it would be easy peasy, and it was no easy peasy. We have a lot of these header boxes to use, and last month I actually had some days where I did journaling instead of using a prompt, so I don't mind doing a mix of both. I definitely have been changing my style of like writing and experimenting in my journal. So I have really been loving Kelly from Plan with Kelly. Her lettering style is so fun, and I've been loving doing different types of styles in my journal that kind of resemble hers. So I think I'm going to continue to do that on the days where I want to journal, and then the days I don't want to like write about my day, I'll just do a prompt and journal that way. So I guess I should specify like actually writing about my day versus using a prompt. I don't fill up all the space if I give myself way too much room. Okay, one there. This peach color. Let's put it over here because this is my date. Okay, where do I want to put it? Maybe up here. Yes, right there. It's on top of the floral, but that's okay. And then another box here. Maybe I should put it over here. That way it's kind of the same. It's like different, but the same. Yeah, I like how that looks. Okay, let's go and continue the outside. This gives me a lot of journaling room, so I may just continue to stay ahead. And of course, just keep track of, you know, what day I'm on, and we might make it to the beginning of September spreads in my journal. That'll be exciting. That way I just don't need to worry about filming some weeks if I don't want to, because I'm ahead. And then this peach color. So instead of a journaling video, I might do something different. Don't know what. So let me know down below what type of videos you guys like to watch, because I have been enjoying just experimenting and doing different things. So I am really open to whatever. Okay, I'm gonna put this one up here because this one might be one day, then we have another day. Or did I say this was one day? Let's do, because this is one day. I want to do one day. Yeah. Let's do this one day and then this one another day. And if I end up not using all of it, I guess I'll just have an extra day. Okay, you guys, so here is the final look. I am kind of obsessed with how this turned out. I wasn't sure at the very beginning where this was gonna go because obviously I wanted to do the wreath type of door spread that Amy Plans thing did, but then I moved into like the faux Dutch door, and man, these faux Dutch doors are rough. Well, maybe they're not rough for people who are experienced, but as you guys know, I don't really do this type of crazy Dutch door style, but I am in love with how it turned out. And it, again, rough start at the beginning, but the end result I think was worth it. So here is the first page. I love this full side of florals, and then we have our first Dutch door. I was able to find enough of the stickers to kind of fill up this space, which makes me happy. I love how it looks. And then here we go into our vertical tab, and then these pages here, which open up into more journaling space. Definitely will be filling that up. And then moving into our next vertical tab and our second Dutch door. Love how this looks. And then our final page. I love these big chunky florals. This is probably my favorite style that Heather has in her books, like this big chunky circular type of look that doesn't have like any lines in it is my absolute favorite of all of Heather's florals, and I am just in love with how this turned out. So probably won't be doing these types of creative journal spreads on my channel very often. I'll probably do a couple every once in a while, but man, this was brutal, you guys. But if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for sticking through with me. If you liked this video, then definitely hit that like button, and if you would like to see more future shenanigans with me, then definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. I do also go live Sunday nights to do live plan with me's, and I may actually bring Plan With Me's back to my channel now that I have more time, thanks to Gianna editing my videos. Shout out to Gianna, and just gives me more freedom to be able to film since I'm actually ahead in my journal. So we may bring those back. I don't know, we'll have to see. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!